Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock, and we are on the free-to-play challenge account. Um, I am prepared to respond to a comment, but I also wanted to look at some stuff here. Yeah. Okay. So, I probably shouldn't do this. It's not always best to respond to comments when, you're maybe a little fired up about them or whatever, but the reality is I think this is an important comment and I think it's very important to talk about this account, the free to play challenge in general, and kind of understanding uh where I'm coming from on this. So early on when I started this account, I was constantly reminding people, "Hey, I'm doing my best, but I have all these reasons why I can't keep up." And then the comments were, and they were right, said, "Hey, you don't have to tell us. You don't have to tell us all the time that you can't keep up. We get it. You're busy. You have a family. You have two other accounts. You have a full-time job and you're actively searching. I don't know if you guys knew this part, but I'm also actively searching for a future in a career. I just graduated from college. I'm older, but I went to school late in life after the military, and I just finished that college. I got my degree in December, and now I'm actively pursuing and looking for roles in the career that I got my degree in. So that may be a part of it that you all didn't know because I don't necessarily go around discussing that part. But let's read this comment. I'd like to respond to it. It's related to this account. And then we'll talk about what's going on the account as well. So, you know what? I didn't even snip it. So let me snip it now for you guys. And it's got a lot of thumbs up. So, all right. This is I'm going to read the comment and then I'll say my things. Not trying to be mean or anything, but this video makes it look like you signed up for the tournament to get the boost in subs for your channel, but you're unwilling to make the account a priority for 3 months to actually compete and help your team win. You keep saying you don't have enough time to keep up with the other guys, meanwhile mucking about on your other two accounts. Seems to me you kind of owe it to the Hell Hades team to actually try. Also, those gems you blew would have ran 12-3 enough to get you another 6-star and a couple more 5s. I like your videos, you seem like a nice guy, but it'd be nice to see you focus on this competition. Your CBC contribution is like turning up when you didn't do your homework. Okay. So, first of all, I love the comment. Completely respectful way to address some very valid points. And the fact of the matter, you're right in a lot of ways. Um, it was not as deliberate as it may appear. So I'm gonna unpack a few of few of the stuff going on here. So it looking like I signed up for the tournament to get a boost in subs for the channel, but I'm willing to make the account a priority. Did I want to expand my horizons and get my channel when I signed up for this? I think I was at like 500-ish subscribers, and I think I had been playing my free to play account. It would have been for 130 days at that point, um maybe 140 days. So I hadn't been doing this for very long. Was I excited at the possibility to rub shoulders with the best and learn from them and talk to them and communicate and learn how to grow a YouTube channel? Absolutely I was. Am I gonna turn down that opportunity? No. But you you may not have done or looked at my videos, but you can go back and look at when I talked about this with my viewers. I put a poll up on my channel where I was like, hey, listen, you know, do you want me to do this? 85% said yes. But before I put that poll up, I mentioned to my community, hey, if I do it, I'm not going to sacrifice the channel that you're here to see, the stuff you're here to see. Because what my channel is about is teaching people how to play Raid Shadow Legends more optimally under normal conditions. The free to play challenge is not normal conditions. We're YOLOing shards because we don't want legendaries. We're, not saving resources for 2x events or for, we're not doing all the things that I've been telling my group to do. It's a different beast. And I talked about this stuff before going into it. And I asked, do you want to see me do this? And they said yes. And so I submitted an option to join. Nobody said that I had to get accepted to it. Nobody said, I don't know what the decision-making process was, but they saw a growing channel and they said, hey, he's interested in doing this event and I'm doing it. Okay. Did I look at it and say, this could help grow the channel? Absolutely, I did. I mean, that's part of the reason for doing it, is to get my name out there across other people's eyeballs, right? And maybe they like my content, maybe they don't. I don't know. But the second part of that, unwilling to make the account a priority, it's not an unwillingness. It's that it's
Shoot him, Kevin.
the timing on that was so bad. It's honestly that it's causing me problems. I would equate it less to what was it that you said? Turning up when I didn't do my homework. It's less of that and more of taking on too much. Where I get home, I spend what little time I have with my family before they I don't start playing Raid, or at least not recording, until 9 o'clock at night when my daughter and wife go to bed. And then I'm usually up grinding across all of these accounts because I have an obligation. So before I started this event, I had my, relatively small, but still my community that I built that liked my free to play series of teaching people about how to get better at playing in a free to play setting under normal conditions, right? That's what they wanted to see. So I have an obligation to continue to do that, to make those videos, right? Then I have a clan that I am in charge of. I have an obligation to them to set an example and make sure that I'm contributing everything that I can and keeping them informed and being an active and good leader for them. That's important to me personally. I also have an obligation to my job, right? I have an obligation to myself to pursue this career that I've been pursuing for 4 years of college, right? All of these things are factors in my life. I tried to add something else to it, thinking like, okay, school's over. I can take this on. This will take up as much time as school. And I'm putting in as much time as I put in on my homework in school, a couple of hours a night. But can that compare to somebody that can use their energy every time they get what? I want to say 8 energy, but somebody that can sit there and use 8 energy every time it refreshes all day? I'm not going to be able to keep up with that, right? So how do I have fun? How do I stay competitive in that scenario? Obviously wasting gems, probably not it, but I had fun doing that and I got a great champion out of it as well, which could help close the gap, who I'm actively trying to level. I completely understand where you're coming from, and you're absolutely right. That perspective that I'm just trying to gain clout off of other people, it certainly can appear that way. But the reality is that wasn't my intention to pretend like I was going to do this and then bail. My intention was like, I think I can do this. And then I got humbled hard. Like when I saw people getting their first 6-star within the first 24 hours, I was humbled. I was embarrassed, right? And so I'm doing my best. I really am. And I understand that from your perspective, it may not appear that way. It may look like I'm not giving it my all, but I'm doing everything within my power to be as active on this account as I can be, while still also maintaining some semblance of myself, right? I still need to be able to. I want you to think about it this way. I'm working 8 hours, travel time, an hour total. So there's 9 hours of my day. I'm playing across the 3 accounts. I'm also trying to spend time with my family. And then also researching and filling out job applications and updating my resume for each and every one of those job applications, right? Like I have priorities. I don't have the luxury of sitting on and playing all day. Perhaps I could get better at using RSL Helper, but until this scenario, I've never really used it for auto battles. I mostly only used it for tracking my Mercy. So that's something that I could improve on, but where do I fit in the time to learn how to to micromanage RSL Helper in that way? I'm trying. And like I said, I understand from your perspective where you're coming from, and there is some validity to that. I was certainly excited about the possibility of other people seeing my channel, but I also have to be honest and say that I bit off more than I could chew. And it's really hard. I mean, it broke me a couple of days ago, or maybe weeks ago now. I don't even know at this point how long ago it was, but I had to stop making videos altogether because I had a mini breakdown, right? So let's fast forward to now. I didn't record videos last night because the night prior I was up until 3 a.m. doing Clan v Clan across all 3 accounts. I was running all 3 accounts until 3 a.m. Woke up at 6 a.m., took my daughter to school, went to a meeting, went to work, came home, and fell asleep. I could not stay awake at my computer, and I had to go lay down and go to sleep. So I was incapable of recording videos. All because I bit off more than I could chew. So I think, in my opinion, I owe it to the, what was it? You said the Hell Hades team to give them everything I've got, and I'm doing that. But I don't have much to give. I'm giving this everything that I'm capable of giving. As you can see, I'm currently logged on to it. I've been home for several hours. I've gotten my dailies done. I've used all of my resources. I can't do any of these crypts right now, the faction war crypts, right? I haven't tried to do any of the Doom Tower levels just yet because I just haven't done that part yet. So I am trying, but it's not easy. And it's I understand maybe you think that I should stop playing those other 2 accounts. I should just stop setting an example for my clan, and I should just stop creating the content that people were there to see in the first place. But I don't agree with that. So I'm going to keep giving this everything that I have, and it may not be enough for you, and I apologize, and I'm sorry that I'm letting you down. Um, but I do also want to point out that it did not appear that you were even subscribed to me in the first place. So, I'm here to make videos for my community. And maybe you're fans of the other members on my team and you're upset that maybe I'm letting them down. Um, I have not received any word or any indication that I am disappointing to them. So, maybe I'm misled there. Maybe they need to contact me directly and we'll have a talk about it and I'll see what I can do. But I'm giving this everything I have to the point where I'm I'm not playing other games. Like I'm not enjoying my free time because I'm stuck grinding through all of these accounts. There are other games out there. There's an entire new genre, not genre, but everyone's playing Power World. I want to play that game. I have friends who are saying, "Hey, Kevin, come play this game with me." And well, I can't, guys. I got to make a video. Like that's the reality. And then I'm getting a message in my comments saying that what I'm doing isn't enough and that I'm somehow trying to use these content creators that have been doing this for years and that's their full-time gig. Like, God, man. Like I said, I shouldn't have responded to this when I'm upset, but I the takeaway I want to have from this video, because I'm tempted to not even release it right now, but I'm going to. The takeaway that I want you guys to my viewers to have is that I'm giving this everything I have, but I don't have a lot to give. My hope was if I could pull a Deacon or pull a a Geomancer or something that could give me an edge and give me a tip in the right direction. By the way, I woke up. I I laid down and then forgot that I needed to pull shards for Allure, so I came back and pulled shardsless. I did not get Allure. I didn't get any epic, but I did pull my ancients for Allure. But I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying, and I'm sorry that it's not enough. I'm gonna post in my team's Discord right now and say, hey, I'm sorry if it's not enough, but I'm trying. I don't even know. Let's take a look at the scores. God, I feel like I'm about to be sick. I mean, I'm looking at the scores, and I'm definitely. I mean, I'm not even the lowest. So I mean, are you going at the other content creators too? Are you going into them and calling them out too? I mean, I don't know. I'm getting more angry as I'm recording this video, so I need to stop and calm down. So I'm gonna keep that in. I'm gonna put that in the video because I mean I agree with the sentiment. I agree how it looks on paper, but I don't necessarily agree that my intent was negative at all. And you know, I did want to compete. I do want to have fun with this. I'm giving it everything that I have to give. It's not as much as other people, and everyone needs to accept that because I'm my community was tired of me talking about it 2 weeks ago. or 3 weeks ago, and now I'm tired of talking about it. So that's the last thing I'm going to say on it, and I'm going to move on. All right. So I got all my challenges done for the Spirit. I almost missed it. I rushed home from work because I fell asleep last night and didn't do it. But I had the mission to do the Spirit Keep, and I came home. I did the Spirit Keep before reset, so I was able to get that done, and I caught all my missions up to Arena. I've spent all the resources I have for Arena, um, so that's kind of where we're at right now. Uh, my Clan B Clan contribution is pretty low because I did fall asleep for the second night, but I did spend everything that I could at the time, other than the one book that I got from uh, Clan B Clan, and I kind of want to get the cooldown here, but I kind of don't really care that much about the stun. Um, in other news, I have been grinding up my Frozen Banshee when I'm running dungeons and such. I'm gonna probably try to get her to like a 5-star maybe, but I'm of the belief that you should do one champion at a time, and I want to continue with that mindset here. And I'm just struggling between who it should be. You know, I thought maybe Rathalos, since getting him his full or not full, but his 3-star ascension, I've seen better performance out of him. Um, by like a large margin. So it is tempting to go for him. In the same breath, Miscreated Monster I think would provide a bigger impact across the game, right? So I am never gonna have as many 6-stars as my competitors. So if we do bring Miscreated Monster, he could potentially keep those lower level champions alive longer to be productive, is kind of my thought process, which is why I think Miscreated Monster might be the better decision, but it's really kind of hard to say. um Frozen Banshee, though, I think is an absolute must. She basically becomes our poisoner. I'll probably just take out, as far as my clan boss team, I'll probably just take out Selenia. Well, I love Selenia for the HP burn to make Rathalos do more damage. I think poisons are still going to be way stronger overall. So the plan is to try and get Frozen Banshee up to get more damage out of her, and kind of go from there. But I don't know that I'm not to 6 stars. I mean, probably get her to 5 stars or something like that. We're just kind of stuck on this mission until I can get resets. So I mean, I'll be burning my resources when I can. That's pretty much everything. Obviously, I've said enough, and the video is quite long here. So, yeah, I can't get out of my head, and I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So, probably should not have recorded this video first. I'm also open to suggestions. If you guys have any ideas on a way that I could make up some ground, I'm all ears. We did unlock the pass, so I also need to get these challenges done. Let's see, helmet to 8. I'm sure I have a decent enough helmet. Let's look at helmets. What? Let's see if I have anything with crit rate and crit damage. Defense. I might. I think I. Yeah. Oh, and we got instant upgrade finally, right? Oh, another thing about my points contribution is I still haven't done what I said I was going to do, where I was going to leave the because right now I have the optimizer up and push my dungeons and other areas of the game further. So like Force Keep right now, I think I did it with Force Keep, but if I was to push Force Keep further, I'm thinking about who I want to bring for the Force Keep. Yeah, Selenia. Let's see if we can do this difficulty real quick. But I have pushed further in dungeons, but the optimizer hasn't been updated because I'm doing those while I'm running multiple games. So I have to stop those other two games. Right now I'm only running this game. I have to stop those other two games and redo those dungeons to get the credit in the optimizer for those. So that is a plan for this weekend. The account is going to get probably an entire day of dedication. I have my first 2 days off in a row that I haven't had. My schedule is constantly changing, and I don't ever get 2 days off in a row usually. They're usually mixed in throughout the week, but I'm getting Saturday and Sunday off this week. So I'm very excited to finally get in here and just grind. That's what I've been saving my energy potions for. I'll probably spend all of my gems as well just to get as much grinding done as possible. I don't think we beat this guy here. But yeah. I don't think she's got the power. Definitely not. There's a couple procs there from Giant Slayer, but I don't think it's enough. Yeah, the stun is going to make that even harder because I don't get multiple turns to heal back up. So, alright. So, we've maxed out for Force Keep. I think I also did a couple of challenges. Shoot. I missed this one. I knew so I also had a Spirit Keep one on the free to play, and I got confused because I did that one today, but I didn't realize I also had one on this account. I thought it was on. When I looked, I was like on the free to play when I realized, don't I need to do the Spirit Keep? And I was right about it partially on this one, but I went and checked the challenges on that one, and that got me a Void Shard on the free to play, which I'll talk about on that channel. And then on here, I got I didn't realize I also had this challenge to do. So that one hurts a little bit because that's an ancient shard, which could have been used for a chance at a lure as well. So that one definitely stings a little bit. That's a big mistake. That's a big boo-boo on me. So, all right. Well, I've said enough. I'm going to call this a video. I'm sorry for the bit of a downer video, but I mean, I want to be clear. I want to be clear. I don't like, y'all don't know me. You really don't. I mean, you see a perfectly crafted version of myself for the most part, that I want you to see, right? You don't know me, but if there's anything about me that I want you guys to know, it's that I really do value my reputation as far as my integrity goes. I mean, that's something that's been ingrained in me since my time in the military. Um, you know, so when somebody tries to say that I signed up for this with the intention of not doing it, that's not what it was. I signed up for this with the intention of doing it and failing and trying my best to dig myself out of the hole that I'm currently in. What's going to be exciting is to see if I'm able to do it, and I hope that I am. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the support. I will see you guys in the next one.